What follows is an emergency dispatch recording from a young man who provided footage captured by his yard monitoring system.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
He reports that he observed something unearthly during the night. Now we must wonder, did this event actually happen, or was someone simply playing games with the emergency services? Up next is a video from a night watchman who believes that something supernatural has latched onto him during one of his overnight shifts. One of his work locations is a graveyard, so it's not unreasonable to think that a spirit from there might have trailed him to his residence. He's a deeply devout person. If he's not saying prayers, you'll typically discover him at his piano playing melodies with scripture verses. This man has encountered strange phenomena in his dwelling. Ever since going to his father's grave, he constantly feels that something came home with him. Whatever this entity is, it fills him with extreme fear. Because of this, he's doubled down on his prayers and sacred songs as a way to drive out the evil presence currently inhabiting his home. While resting, he wakes to a loud sound from his living area. He takes his mobile and captures the following.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro por allá en la sala, entonces decidí grabar porque hace días que se viene presentando cosas extrañas en el apartamento. Son las 4 y cuarto, 4:13 minutos de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras. Entonces, comedor, miren, es en el comedor. Tengo las ventanas cerradas, miren. Esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño. Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así.
Feeling somewhat disturbed, the man notices cutlery swinging back and forth as if struck by a powerful gust. But as he points out, all windows remain firmly shut. Naturally, this filled him with dread, though not as much as the subsequent incident, which leaves him severely rattled. Frustrated with the alleged presence, the man demands it leave immediately.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas. No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas. Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
But after doing so, a piano key seems pressed by an invisible entity. The man rushes out in complete panic. It became obvious to him that something was antagonizing him. But if that wasn't clear enough, 4 days later this occurs. It's 3 a.m. when the man and his girlfriend who was staying over awaken to odd sounds. What follows leaves them extremely disturbed.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y...
Escucha.
Sí, amor, sí se escucha. ¿Es en la sala?
Sí. Escucha.
Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor?
La cocina.
¿Qué fue eso?
Se cayó.
Yo voy a mirar. Quédese aquí, amor, quédese aquí. Señor bendito. Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor.
No, yo voy.
Prenda la luz, prenda la luz. Se ve todo tranquilo por acá. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Parece que es en la cocina. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor.
No.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué fue lo que sonó así ahorita, amor?
La cocina.
Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. Las que me tiras, amor. Es un vaso. Es un vaso. Y mira, todos los cajones están abiertos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Oddly, the wind chimes suddenly move and the kitchen appears completely disordered. Yet, according to the man, no evidence of forced entry was found anywhere. Adding to the strangeness, his girlfriend became very sick just minutes after this incident. Whether this is related to her sudden illness remains unknown, but considering what happened merely days later, the man suspects the entity was responsible. Late at night, the man is once again awakened by mysterious sounds. When this is recorded. Without any warning, the sound of rapid footsteps charging at full speed can be heard approaching the man before he's attacked by an unseen force. Frozen with fear, the man stands silently while trying to process what just happened. He then retrieves his phone and stops filming. Though definitely unusual, viewers find it more peculiar that the man doesn't activate the lights during most incidents. But according to him, this is because most room switches are located at the main entrance, which he avoids approaching out of fear. Whether supernatural or not, the man continues his prayers and Bible readings, hoping these practices will eliminate the strange presence haunting him. The following video was sent to me by uploader Xavier6909, and it features a terrifying shadow apparition that he could capture on video one day. Xavier is the owner of a house in which he does not live, but strictly uses it for storage. Once in a while, they also use it for band practice. He says that many creepy things have been happening in there, that people see and hear things that do lack any kind of explanation. Apparently, those things even happened during band practice. They had to stop several times in the past when hearing weird noises, and members of Xavier's group saw somebody walking behind him, when nobody else but them was there at the time. One day, he started recording to document some water damage that had been taking hold of 2 of the rooms in there. And while he was walking through the rooms, something was coming through the basement door and looking down the hallway at him.
That is the spot in the living room I was telling you about. I've got the leak fixed. If you can see the tile is damaged. I'm going to have to get some new tile. But that's one spot. And then another spot right here. See, that's the worst spot.
You may have missed it right now, but before we take another look, let's take a peek at the basement door just moments after this incident.
Sections of tile there, and then back here we got. Oh, and check this out. Look what I saw on the ground. That is wooden paint from there. That door has been sealed up. I've not opened it since I've been here. It's been sealed. Caulk and stuff, but I gotta get a door. I want to get that fixed. And then, of course, we've got.
Check out the basement door in the back. Nothing is obstructing it, nor is there any items placed. Right, so the view should be clear, just like the way we see it here. However, when Xavier pans the camera for the first time, there is a black object coming out of that door. Coincidentally, he thought he might have heard some strange noises at the time, stemming from the kitchen. Something is clearly peeking out of that door, but what is it? Xavier also mentions that this thing seems to be morphing, and I agree. Maybe that's even more proof that he is dealing with a paranormal entity here. He's asking for your help and hopes to find some ideas in the comments. So, if you have some good suggestions, please share. I definitely think there's more going on with this house. We have taken a look at the case of Dino Nuggets, who seemed to be living in a pretty haunted house that he shares with his roommate.
What'd you hear, buddy?
In several videos, he has documented the really terrifying activity that is unfolding in their home. What started as weird noises at first turned into several bone-chilling shadow sightings that so far have only transpired in the basement of their house. Knowing that he had something on his hands with that case, Dino decided to put up a recording device once in a while, even if he wasn't home. The next video was posted after he had left the camera rolling one night, when nobody should have been home at that time. He was quite shocked after realizing that the activity even made it upstairs. After the lights start flickering in Dino's home, there is an odd shadow reflection on the left side of the wall. What could this be? Obviously, it gets even stranger when the basement door opens. And we can hear something that sounds like a weeping woman. Only moments after, there's a tall shadow apparition breezing through the living room in the reflection of the door here. It's unclear what exactly is happening in Dino's house, but it's truly an unsettling situation to say the least. What do you think? Is this the same shadow apparition that we have seen earlier? Or is Dino's home haunted by several ghosts? And now to a scary video that has been caught in a funeral parlor, of all things. And it is another Spanish one, so let's fire our subtitles on and see if we are getting creeped out.
Se dice que uno de los lugares con más carga energética y energía residual son las funerarias, y en este canal hemos visto varios acontecimientos en estas. Pero hace poco, el usuario conocido como Mario Sánchez compartiría una de las evidencias más aterradoras que he visto en los últimos años. Mario trabaja en una funeraria en México y en esta suelen ocurrir cosas realmente aterradoras por las noches. Presta mucha atención al primer video que nos comparte.
So I assume these are zero night shifts we're gonna take a look at.
Pues aquí platicándole lo que nos está pasando aquí en la fun.
No subtitles. Ay.
Llegó un cuerpo aquí pues embalsamar, lo están preparando. Ya lo terminaron. Se han estado escuchando cosas raras.
I think he's hearing stuff.
Se han empezado a ver pues así como sombras, como...
So he's basically saying that he's walking there and he hears weird sound and even sees shadows out of nowhere.
No sé, algo muy raro que normalmente no pasa aquí, pues está...
Nobody else should
Está
be
solo,
there.
como podemos ver, no hay nadie.
He's alone.
No hay nadie, no hay nadie, no hay nadie.
Nothing's there. Black coffee, by the way, if anybody's wondering.
Y pues se han estado escuchando así como que cosillas raras. Pero pues no.
A pretty creepy atmosphere though, right? With all those caskets.
No habemos nadie más que yo, señores.
Yeah, nobody else is
Mario
here.
nos menciona que había llegado un cuerpo y que aún no lo habían preparado. Y después de que llegó, comenzaron a ocurrir cosas realmente extrañas como sonidos en toda la funeraria. Y él se encontraba totalmente solo.
Well, that makes it even worse.
Al día siguiente, compartiría otro video donde lograría registrar algo realmente escalofriante y estremecedor.
Okay.
Atentos.
Miren, como tenemos rato escuchando ruidos aquí en esta zona.
So here's
Si
things
vemos,
again.
pues está solo. Y
And once again, he's alone. So this seems to be happening now on the daily after this new body came in, which already makes you think, is that related?
creemos que pues hay algo aquí, porque pues se empiezan a mover así como que medio raro. Miren, 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 miren.
Oh, what's going on?
Miren cómo se mueve, miren, miren,
Is it
miren, miren.
opening? Oh my god, yeah, it's flopping.
Miren cómo se mueve.
Nobody in there.
No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada.
Nada. Oh, is there somebody
Compañero,
standing?
pero
Oh, that's his colleague.
vamos,
Didn't he say he's alone?
estamos solos, solos, solos.
Mario ve con asombro cómo este ataúd comienza a vibrar desde adentro, moviéndose bruscamente. No había corrientes de aire, nadie estaba cerca, por lo que no hay explicación lógica del por qué este ataúd se moviera como si hubiese alguien dentro. Rápidamente Mario corre a inspeccionar y lo abre, y para la sorpresa de muchos, en este no había nadie.
I was pretty surprised too, actually. I thought there's probably a friend in there somewhere.
Muchos espectadores que siguen este caso comenzaron a especular que quizás el cuerpo que llegó la noche anterior dejó una aura maligna o una energía residual en el lugar, y por esto comenzaron a ocurrir estos sucesos extraños en la funeraria. Esa misma noche, Mario nos compartiría también esto.
Estamos aquí en la funeral.
So this is another night shift now, huh? And he's been left alone once again.
Otra vez, con ruidos raros. Entonces, pues, está solo. Ahora
Completely alone. Which of you guys would actually do this after what had happened before, being there by themselves, checking for... I don't know what he's doing. Is he a janitor?
sí. ¿Cuál pinche que se ve? Que nada. Estoy solo.
Yep, nothing
Estoy
there.
solo a la chingada.
Completely alone.
Estoy solo. Chingada. Ah, la chingada. No mames, no mames, no mames. Ah, la chingada.
Another lights go
Nuevamente,
flying.
vemos como Mario se encuentra totalmente solo por la noche en esta funeraria, y vemos como varios objetos se mueven y caen al suelo. Hasta el momento, Mario no ha actualizado más su caso, pero te comento, ¿tú te atreverías a trabajar en esta funeraria por la noche y a experimentar lo que Mario cada día vive en este lugar?
That's exactly what I said. After what had happened the 2 days before, I would be way too uneasy. Is that it? Well, this was apparently it. No shadows, no creepy visages popping out of nowhere. While pretty eerie, there seems to be some form of poltergeist activity involved in this case. We saw the coffin, possible due to wind, and then the candlesticks, the huge ones, also fell without the doing of anybody. So, guys, what do you think? Is this just an elaborate hoax, or is something else going on? I give it 6 skulls out of 10. Has a certain creep factor, doesn't blow me away. Maybe you see it the same. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Off to the next one. TikTok user Lauren Rose 867 started filming one night when she felt that her cat was acting pretty unusual. She was a bit estranged and in the end kept staring against the ceiling, as if the animal felt something, or maybe even seeing. While this was taking place, another strange occurrence unfolded, for which Lauren had no explanation for at the time.
Okay.
Have you seen that? What on earth is floating by behind the couch there? Lauren appears to have captured a shadow apparition, which is creepy on its own, but was it also responsible for all the noises? And even catching her cat's attention? Maybe it was just the beginning of something that will keep unfolding in the future. Viewers have pointed out that it might be a family member, but I feel the floating nature to this thing almost rules out a natural person just walking by. What is your opinion? The next clip comes to us via our paranormal world and is a case of a potential family member paying a visit from beyond the grave. In 2019, Norma Villa's mother Teresa was unfortunately suffering from terminal cancer and was living with her daughter. After living with her daughter for a couple of months, they were reaching a point when it was possible Teresa would have to go to a hospice, since her care was becoming too complicated for her daughter to complete at home. These conversations are of course not fun for anyone, and at some point Norma decided to take a few moments alone to think and started speaking to her father, Leandro, who passed away 10 years prior. Norma spoke to her late father for a while, trying to seek some wisdom and comfort about the future of her mother, when she got a motion alert on her phone that something was moving on the front porch. She could never anticipate what she saw next. Her father's old porch swing, where he always used to go smoke his cigarettes, was swaying on its own. Suddenly, a white ghostly figure appears and seems to take the shape of a man sitting on the swing before quickly disappearing. Norma showed her mother, and they both agreed this could definitely be the spirit of Norma's father and Teresa's husband, Leandro. Norma states that this paranormal sighting actually gave the pair a lot of comfort in this dark time. Unfortunately, Teresa did pass away in early 2020. However, Norma believes her parents are always watching over her. The next video comes to us from South Korea, from a user called Tuxedo Brother. Tuxedo states that he is a paranormal psychic and visits many supposedly haunted locations on his channel in an attempt to communicate with spirits. In this particular video, Tuxedo is visiting an old house that has been left abandoned for many years. The house is in complete disrepair and pitch black, definitely creepy. Apparently, there had been quite a bit of paranormal activity here in the past, so Tuxedo was hoping to be able to hear from some of the spirits there. Although he doesn't seem to get a response from anything in the house, he does manage to get this interesting capture. While Tuxedo is filming a hallway, he suddenly notices movement in the doorframe to the right. When he zooms in, we can see that a large claw-like hand is reaching out from the dark room. The cameraman notices this as well and checks the room out. But it is totally empty, without anywhere for someone to hide. This must be paranormal capture, right? Or do you think there's another explanation? Pretty unsettling. Now, the next video was shared by Donny Drunkard. It's a YouTube channel which is owned by Mark, and he's one of people that I totally believe to be living in a haunted place. And this is apparently one of his latest investigations, and he says that he caught an actual spirit down in his basement. Can't wait to see that. So this happened during a live stream, which makes it even better, I feel, you know. Always harder to fake if you want to fake it. So this is the dark hallway in his basement that some of you may be familiar with. Where he stores all the booze. The bottle position in front of the bucket, eh? Referring to that one? Alright.
Camera can't stay focused. There's presence in the hallway.
So somebody threw that bottle.
Camera can't stay focused.
Or it fell, yeah. There it is. And there we have it, guys. So this thing always pops up at the end of this hallway. It's really interesting. I don't know. That is a demon?
It's here. Like I said, I felt like somebody is out there in the hallway.
Yeah.
And clearly there's... surrounds this. The blood of Jesus Christ.
Oh, is there something in the distance? Something light? Like, hard to see.
Surrounds this.
Look like here. Well, I feel there's something. Let's take a look at the brightened up version. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, look at that. It's like a torso walking. Wow, that is creepy. Look at that. At the time that thing is present down here, there seems to be something manifesting out of the wall. And I don't know if it's just small or if we only can see its upper torso. And there's no legs. But there's clearly something walking. I actually believe that's one of the best sightings that Mark has come up with over the years. I've never seen that thing before. This is a CCTV recording, and Sven has sent this clip in. It apparently has been recorded in a building complex, which was not known for anything strange taking place, really. But the security guard noticed that something else was going on that night. Take a look at the lady in the top left corner. It appears that she's walking straight through the wall. But how? There's not much backstory as to what is going on in these relatively dark clips. But what we do know is that the man documenting is entering an abandoned apartment unit. And it appears that he desperately needs to retrieve some important files that have been left there. If it was his own apartment unit, however, is unknown. Let's take a look. Something must have startled him. But take a look at this. This is one of the last frames of his first video. It looks to me as if something is kneeling behind the orange steps. Can you see it too? How creepy. This video was captured by two friends who were on their way to another friend. who based on their statements was living in a rural area outside of town. After hearing some unexplained screams in the distance, one of them pulled out his phone to record what was going on, and indeed, he seemed to have captured a really odd creature in the distance.
Wait a second. I think I see a... Someone? I thought I seen a big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is it a buck? What is that? Dude, that's...
Some people speculate that this is another sighting of the ray creature, which is said to be home to these areas. Could that be so? It's really hard to say what exactly was captured that day. Or should I say night? If it wasn't just a setup by a friend or so, maybe we are looking at something mysterious here. This series of videos was recorded by Blood and she started recording on her TikTok because she saw a stranger standing in the bushes close to her family home. That made her feel uneasy, of course.
Something in the bushes, like almost looking at me. So at first I thought maybe it was like a person or a homeless person, but it's a nagging feeling. It just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel like a normal person. Does that make sense? So finally I caught her on video.
This is where she actually captured her, allegedly.
There's somewhere. That's it, I think that's her right there. Can you guys see it? There's so... I'm so scared to drive by. Where is she? This is her right there. Oh, she's staring at me. She's so creepy.
She then tries to analyze it and checks for humanoid features.
Here's the face. It looks weird. It looks deformed. Here's a hand right here. Look, shoulders, right? And I think this is hair.
Could she actually record a homeless woman by any chance? I don't think it's pretty clear at this point.
I have a really bad habit of leaving my car open, and because I'm just running up and down, to get something, and I'm like running back up. So when I came back, I was locking the door, and I was locking. As I turn around, I swear I see something sitting in my passenger seat. So that's why I took that video, and then I didn't even close the door yet. I just went back in and ran upstairs.
Now the story gets really wild. Something otherworldly may be tampering with her. Maybe something that knows her even. This is what some of her TikTok followers stated. This TikTok shows her actually recording her car with this strange lady sitting in the passenger seat. Eerie, isn't it? Is it just me, or does it look like the face is also part skull? But this whole story gets even more intense, as the woman can record somebody standing in front of her door. What is that? A weird note has been left on the floor.
I'm so scared. Standing here changing, in my closet, and I swear, I got this really bad feeling that something was looking at me or staring at me, and I was by myself in the house completely. And I look up, and I swear I saw something looking at me through this peephole, or this opening. I'm not sure what it is.
At this point, her nerves really seem to get the better of her. An eye peeking out of the crack in the ceiling? That's really odd. But maybe things will get a bit clearer soon. Knocking sounds from upstairs then grab her attention.
I keep on missing it. Oh my god. this is just what is it called? The roof up there. I have my sister with me, and once I hear, I keep on hearing and seeing things coming from this.
She calls her sister to help and tries to investigate where those sounds originate from.
Wait, I'm not even tall enough. Yeah, I need it way taller.
The following day, she can capture the lady again, way clearer than ever before, so she states.